Welcome back, everyone, to my garage where I have a car. And that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. It's the 10 things that I love about my Tesla Model 3 Performance. That one right there. You can't see it, though. There she is, nice and shiny in the garage. Freshly clean, because I don't want to go outside. And of course, a caveat before I get into this, I'm going to do a video, the 10 things I love, and also after this, the 10 things I hate. And I remember doing this with my Forester, and oh boy, the fanboys went crazy. So I can't wait till I do the hate one on this. Even though, some people absolutely hate Teslas for no reason, and I think it's hilarious. So let's do the 10 things that I love. Well, if you watch my channel, and you have watched my Tesla videos, my favorites are people's reactions. So my number one thing that I love about this car is its speed. It's 0 to 60, outrageous, ludicrous, plaid, craziness speed. And of course, just look at everyone's reactions.
Shit. Oh, shit. This.
Oh, shit! God damn! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god!
They think it's fast too. And that comes into number 2, which is the price for performance. Now, this is something I have really looked at my whole life. I love cars that are at a low price point, but they have high performance. Value for your money. And right now, Tesla is king. It's like my first dream car was a Corvette. Like back in the day, 2000s, you get a Corvette, it's cheap and it's freaking fast. It's not luxury, but it's fast for the money. And then the GTR came out. Oh my God, the GTR was a supercar killer. And now it's the Tesla. The Tesla, you can get these things used. This car's like $36,000. It can stomp supercars until you get up to a certain mile per hour. But I'm not the one going 200 miles an hour. I like doing the red light. That's fun to me. If you're not, get the Plaid or get a Lambo or even a Corvette. They go really fast at the top end. Number 3 that I love about my Tesla is the storage space. The space in general. You have a frunk, which you don't have in a regular gas-powered vehicle. You have some space up here to put extra crap. Actually, quite a bit of space to put extra crap. And of course, you have a trunk. And honestly, I would prefer this car to be a hatchback instead of just having a regular trunk, but it's deep. And not only is it deep, but it's deep. Like, you can put an outrageous amount of stuff on here because there's so many less components in a Tesla. And same thing with, like, take a look at the back seat. Dogs are supposed to be back here, but we're going to ignore that. There's no transmission tunnel, so you have more foot space. And yeah, you do have this, which is where the transmission tunnel would be. However, once you open those, because there is no transmission, they're huge, they're deep, they go all the way to the floor. And some electric cars just don't have this at all. It's just a flat bottom floor. It's like driving an old truck where it's just flat. You got bench seats and it's just completely flat. And the 4th thing that I love about this car is the huge glass roof. You've got this in all the Teslas. This one's the split. Model Y has the full clear one. Of course, all of them have it. But if you go out and you're driving, especially if you're a passenger or you're in the back, you can look up and it's just all the time there. Stars, street lights, birds. It is just so nice to be able to look all around the car and even above. It's just such a nice thing to have in a car. And number 5 is the full self-drive / autopilot, because both of them are amazing. If you have a Tesla, more than likely, 9 out of 10, you've been able to experience the full self-drive, the thing that you have to pay for, which has gone down in price. Prices in general for Tesla are all over the place, up and down any month. But that full self-drive is amazing. You get it for free when you get the car, you get a little trial, same thing with the premium sound, but you get to try it out because, of course, they want you to try it to see if you like it, which you will, and then you'll buy it. Anyway, it is amazing. It's so weird to be able to just sit in your car, not touch your steering wheel, and just be driven. It is the weirdest thing. I've driven many, many miles with it, and I will never get used to it. It's so strange just to sit here and have the car drive, turn signals, park, stop at stop signs, stop lights, yield, one way. It just does everything. And even if you don't have that, the autopilot is still amazing. You still have to put your hand on the steering wheel. I don't know why they haven't done that. Just put a little weight on the steering wheel. Same thing. It just drives you down the highway. It doesn't change lanes or park or stop at stoplights. But still, if you're on a road trip and this is all you have to do, that is amazing. And I love it. And number 6 that I love about my Tesla is the maintenance. If you watched my last video, you know exactly the numbers and how much that I've spent, which is a total of $0.00. I have not done any maintenance. I have not done anything besides my fun little aftermarket things, which are optional, but I haven't done anything. I haven't even replaced the windshield washer wiper fluid, which is like the only maintenance thing that you do. There's no gaskets, there's no seals, there's no oil, there's no transmission, there's no diff. Like, you don't have to do all that craziness. There are things that will eventually need to be replaced. I'm not saying you never need to do maintenance, but I've had this car for a year and I've done 0 maintenance. And I charge it home. It's almost free. And number 7 has to deal with charging, and that is the ability to fast charge with this car. The ability to have this same charge port, no matter where you go. You can go to a Tesla supercharger location, which they're just constantly making more. There's basically nowhere you can go and just get absolutely screwed nowadays. It's so big. Or you can charge at home for way cheaper. But if you're going on a road trip nowadays, with the amount of charging system network that they have, dude, it's so nice. I can go anywhere. I can go on any road trip that I want to in this car and not have to worry about, oh my God, am I going to make it? Number 8 that I love about my Tesla, strangely enough, even though it's such a new car brand, the amount of gadgets and toys and aftermarket stuff that you can get for a Tesla is actually kind of crazy, because I have cars now. I have owned many cars where the aftermarket is dead. There's absolutely nothing, and they've been out forever. But for the Tesla, there is a very dedicated fan base out there and makes everything. Even though this car doesn't have a standard engine, transmission, mod stuff, there's still many things you can do. I've got tires. I've got rims. You can do colored brakes. You can do PPF films. You can do even pre-cut PPF films, which I have on here. I've got a light on the front that makes that better. I've got an upgraded spoiler on the back. I've got custom floor mats. I've got a little heads-up display, whatever you want to call those. I've got a tilting screen. I've got magnetic shades that can come up here and block the sunlight. I've got a rear screen for my passengers. Look at that. It's like a full tablet. And that's just scratching the surface. There's so many things that you can get for this car. There's buttons, there's ports, there's so many little gadgets, there's trim pieces, there's, it's crazy. Literally just go to one of these big websites that sell Tesla aftermarket stuff. You will be drowned in the amount of stuff that you can get for your Tesla. And while I'm down here staring at my gorgeous wheels and tires that I got for this car, it reminds me of number 9 on my Tesla that I love is the all-wheel drive system. Not all Teslas have this, but the Teslas that do have all-wheel drive, dual motor, basically, it's insanely good. Now, I am not taking this car off-roading or mudding or anything crazy like that, but if I did, or if I had, say, the Cybertruck or really anything that had more ground clearance, I would absolutely, with full faith, bring it into a muddy area, snowy area, anything. I did the all-wheel drive test on this car and compared it to my old Subaru. Yes, it was old. I understand that. But Subaru was supposed to have like the best of the best, and it was really good, but it's compared to this is one of the best all-wheel drive systems I have ever had. It's really, really good, and I am not scared of ever getting stuck in this car. Now, if it's like snow or something, probably not with these tires because they're summer tires. I'm not stupid. Now, finally, number 10 is the technology. You've got the cameras, you've got the buttons, you've got pretty much everything here in the infotainment screen. You have all of this stuff, all the software. This is my number 10 most loved feature. Because not only does it have the best technology out of any vehicle that I even know about, even driven, not only does it have the best technology, it keeps getting better. Every update, they make it better. They add new features. You know, it's been a long time, but they could just pop on here, say, hey, you have an update, you download it, your car's faster. Your windshield wipers work better. You have a new feature with the steering wheel. If you click this button, now something else happens. You have the ability to do this. It's always changing. It's always updating. And now, what I was just talking about, the aftermarket scene, there's things called the sexy buttons where you can install them in your car and you can make them do certain things. You can just push a button and your car will preheat, or the glove box will open, or pretty much anything. It goes into the software and it makes you be able to do anything you like. That is the coolest thing. It's like having a smartphone as a car. And I hope you guys love it too. There's many more. Trust me, I could make a very long video on this, but I cut it down to 10. Those are the 10 things that I love about my Tesla. And like I said before, don't forget to watch my other video, the 10 things that I hate. That'll be coming next week. If you watch this a week after I post this, it's already posted, so watch that one. And haters, oh, it's gonna be wonderful seeing your little comments.
You're not actually doing better for the environment. You have to have gas-powered, coal-powered vehicles to make your Tesla.
Why would I care? I'm not doing this for green efficiency. This car's fast as fuck.
You shouldn't have range anxiety because technically when you fill up the car completely and you go on long trips, you'll have over 305 miles. And if you do things to increase...
Shut up. Still have range anxiety.